Okay, well, I'm going to sit in a slightly different position throughout this. And it is early morning, and it has been a very rough week. Some of you saw the post yesterday that I wasn't feeling well. This is a Yarn Closet post. It is our second regular post in January. I am announcing that the posts are going to be fewer, probably through the first quarter, so January, February, March of this year, as I adjust to homeschooling, family life, work, new pets. We got a couple of guinea pigs. My mom got a cat. We are trying diligently to kind of distract the kids from the more stressful things. Good, bad, or indifferent, I don't know. And yes, we have that luxury, even though we work hard and make choices on what we're willing to give up to get something else. This is Yarn Closet Arizona, Yarn Closet AZ on Instagram and Ravelry, the Yarn Closet group on Ravelry. I'm planning to phase things out on Facebook personally and with the Yarn Closet group, and I may be starting Yarn Closet website again as the year progresses. I will also be having surgery in the first part of this year, sometime in the first 6 months, for my own health reasons and logistical reasons. And I'll go into that more when it actually happens. Many in the knitting community know of a recent article this week that has caused a fair amount of backlash. And I find that ironic because the beginning of the week for me was filled with a tearful, tearful day. I had offended someone else in the community, and it was so strange how things that were said got confused. I was talking about my hat machine. I was struggling. I expected the tension control to be identical to the sock machine. In theory it is, but there doesn't seem to be as much play. I mean, I can get on my 64 cylinder sock machine, I can get a 10 stitches per inch, or I can get 8 stitches per inch. Can you please blow your nose?
I don't need to blow it.
Please go get a Kleenex and wipe. Is your door shut? Go shut your door so Magnus and Sadie cannot go in there with the girls. Now, you don't want to scare them. I don't believe, yeah, Sadie's not as big of a deal, but remember, Magnus will bark at them, and that's not nice. So on the hat machine, I was having a hard time. I really had to crank down. I think I can get that on my sock machine, that tension. I think I can get that tension even bigger, from like 7 stitches to 11 stitches per inch. But on the hat machine, it seems, well, I'm sorry I bumped you. You are not supposed to be here right now. You're supposed to be having your time this morning with your girls. So you need to be quiet. So on the hat machine, the tension is different. I wasn't able to immediately crank out a tube that fit my head, and I was hesitant to really get aggressive in adjusting tension, because these machines are expensive, and nobody wants to break them. And it's not like you can just go to the repair guy down the street. I was involved in a group, commented on the group. The way I commented, I try very, very hard to be conscious of the way I speak, the way I phrase things. I try to hold my tongue throughout many things. I think a lot of the thoughts in our heads don't need to ever be spoken. Apparently I was not as positive in my comments as I should have been. I didn't phrase things that I was unhappy with my ability to manage the machine right out of the box. It wasn't the machine I didn't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with the manufacturer. I think they're fabulous. I think they're doing a lot of things as the excitement over the sock machines and their popularity has grown. I think they're doing a lot of things to get out education with Sock TV and with crank-ins, which are like retreats for people with these machines. And yes, I can't see the machine as well as some people. So some of the ways that people adjust it are just a challenge. And it became obvious in trying to get help and encouragement to not be afraid to really tighten down things and whatever, that I wasn't going to break it. And I was just overly emotional about the thing. The reason I got these machines was because this is a ridiculously challenging part of my life. I'm raising little children. I'm having to be in the workplace. It's not a choice, it's a have to. And I'm doing it as a disabled person trying to work at the same level as everybody else. And I'm trying to deal with my own health issues and my husband's. And it has been really hard, and the holidays have really proven that stress impacts him. The conversations have become much more clear, that he's not gonna make it to 60. He might not make it to 50. And that's incredibly stressful. I can't focus. I've started umpteen sweaters and I can't focus past a few inches. I'm just worn thin. So to be able to crank something out and feel like there's accomplishment is just joyful and exciting for me. To make contact with people who are encouraging me, to have this that motivates me to, instead of just sit and pray or sit and veg after the kids go to sleep, to actually put some time into the knitting and the crocheting. Because when I can, it really does kick in and give me a healing that other things don't. It is a balm to my soul throughout the challenges. And I don't really know what to do with the hurt this week. And I've apologized. I don't mean to offend, impact anyone else's business. It just, I mean, I was tearful and crying, and it hurts. It hurts to be thought to be the bully after everything I've experienced the last few years with my son. To have somebody come at me on all the internet's places and say that I'm being offensive and negative, that's not at all it. I love what I have. I love what I get. I've made some hats, but I haven't touched it this week. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. But I had to say it. I had to get it out there. I am deeply sorry. And I don't know what to do anymore with my desire to be part of the community, but my inability to get to a retreat, to get to a knit night. I just don't know. And I love the opportunities that these hobbies give us, because so many of us use them in ways to help other people. and to engage in the younger people's lives and the older people's lives, and it's a big bridge to so many different things. So I want everyone out there to know that I am grateful for the friendship, the people who check in with me. I mean, I have such a small following, and yet it's so much bigger than I ever expected it to be. And I've connected to so many people in so many countries and been so blessed. And I'm so grateful for that, and I don't want to lose sight of that. So thank you. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. I will not be touching base as often, but the next episode should be posted in the next, I would say probably 2 weeks out, and I am hoping to have some completed objects. Thank you, and look with your heart first.